Have you ever truly looked up at the night sky and felt a sense of wonder? In that quiet moment, beneath the vast expanse, it's easy to feel both small and connected to something infinite. Far from city lights, the heavens reveal a breathtaking spectacle, a cosmic display that has inspired awe for countless generations. Billions of stars scatter across the darkness, each one a distant sun, inspiring us to find patterns and stories in their shimmering arrangement. We are natural storytellers, connecting the dots to create constellations, imaginary outlines that help us make sense of the cosmos, turning random points of light into legendary heroes, animals, and gods. These patterns, passed down through generations, became a shared heritage, mapping the sky and marking time, guiding travelers and farmers alike. Today, the International Astronomical Union recognizes 88 constellations, dividing the sky much like countries on a map, giving us a universal language to explore the heavens. But the most enchanting stories come from ancient cultures, Greeks, Romans, Babylonians, whose myths are etched into the stars, their legends surviving in the night sky. Each cluster of light holds a tale of love, bravery, or tragedy, waiting to be rediscovered by those who gaze upward and wonder about the stories behind the stars. Constellations are more than astronomy. They are history, mythology, and art, a bridge to our ancestors, connecting us to the dreams and beliefs of those who came before. When we look up, we see the same shapes our ancestors saw, connecting us across time and reminding us that we are part of a much larger story. The sky is a tapestry woven with human curiosity and imagination, a living canvas that continues to inspire wonder and creativity. It's a timeless work of art that belongs to us all, inviting each generation to look up, dream, and add their own stories to the stars. Long before the invention of compasses and detailed maps, people found their way by looking up at the stars. The night sky was their guide, a vast and ever-present map that helped them make sense of the world and find their way home. The stars above were the first navigation tools, guiding sailors across endless oceans and travelers through vast deserts. By reading the patterns in the sky, they could journey great distances, even when landmarks were nowhere to be seen. Ancient seafarers, such as the Polynesians and Vikings, became experts at reading the stars. They noticed that while most stars moved across the sky, one remained almost still, Polaris, the North Star, a beacon in the darkness. Polaris became a fixed point in the sky, always marking true north. For travelers, it was a constant anchor in a world that was always turning, a reliable guide on uncertain journeys. Constellations weren't just beautiful, they acted as a celestial calendar. Their changing positions signaled the right times to plant crops or harvest, helping entire communities survive and thrive. In ancient Egypt, for example, people watched for the rising of Sirius. Its appearance in the dawn sky predicted the annual flooding of the Nile, a vital event for their agriculture and way of life. Stories and myths about the stars acted as mnemonic devices, making it easier to remember the positions and movements of important stars and constellations. These tales were passed down through generations. By weaving myths and legends into the night sky, ancient peoples created a system that was both practical for navigation and deeply meaningful for their cultures and beliefs. The sky was more than just a map or a clock. It was a source of wonder, a spiritual connection to the universe, and a reminder of humanity's place in the cosmos. For countless generations, the stars guided, inspired, and united people, lighting the way for explorers and dreamers alike. One of the most recognizable and enduring patterns in the northern sky is Ursa Major, also known as the Great Bear. For centuries, people across cultures have gazed upward and traced its shape among the stars, finding both wonder and meaning in its form. Within this constellation lies the Big Dipper, a striking group of 7 bright stars that form a distinctive ladle or dipper shape. These stars have guided travelers and inspired storytellers for generations, serving as a celestial compass in the night. The ancient myth begins with Callisto, a beautiful nymph who was transformed into a bear by the jealous goddess Hera as punishment for attracting Zeus's attention. Her fate was sealed by divine jealousy and sorrow. Callisto wandered the shadowy forests, her human mind forever trapped in a bear's body, separated from her beloved son, Arcas. She roamed in loneliness, longing for the life she once knew. Years later, Arcas, now grown into a skilled hunter, unknowingly crossed paths with his mother. In a tragic twist, he nearly killed her, not realizing the bear before him was his own mother. At that fateful moment, Zeus intervened, sweeping both Callisto and Arcas into the heavens to save them. Callisto became Ursa Major, while Arcas was placed nearby as either Bootes or Ursa Minor, forever immortalized among the stars. Hera, still vengeful and unforgiving, forbade them from ever bathing in the sea, ensuring their celestial forms would never dip below the horizon's edge. That's why Ursa Major and Ursa Minor never set below the horizon in the northern hemisphere. They endlessly circle the North Star, Polaris, night after night, a constant presence in the sky. This ancient myth, etched in the stars above, reminds us of love, loss, and the power of transformation. It speaks to the enduring bonds between parent and child and the mysteries that connect us to the cosmos. Every night, the Great Bear's story quietly unfolds above us, inviting us to look up and remember the legends of old. It's a tale as eternal and unchanging as the stars themselves, shining down on us through the ages. Orion, the hunter, dominates the winter sky with his iconic belt of 3 bright stars. In myth, Orion was a giant and a master hunter, son of Poseidon, able to walk on water. His pride angered Gaia, who sent a deadly scorpion to defeat him. Orion fell to the tiny creature's sting, a lesson in humility. The gods placed Orion in the sky, and Gaia set Scorpius on the opposite side so they never meet. When Orion rises, Scorpius sets, and vice versa, a celestial chase across the seasons. Orion's belt, Alnitak, Alnilam, and Mintaka, marks his place, with Betelgeuse at his shoulder and Rigel at his foot. Hanging from his belt is the Orion Nebula, a stellar nursery. Orion's story is a cosmic drama of pride, power, and eternal pursuit. Each winter his legend returns, written in starlight. Not all star stories are about heroes, some warn of vanity, like Cassiopeia's tale. Cassiopeia, queen of Ethiopia, boasted she and her daughter were more beautiful than the sea nymphs, angering Poseidon. As punishment, Poseidon sent a sea monster to ravage their land. The only way to appease him was to sacrifice Andromeda, Cassiopeia's daughter. Perseus rescued Andromeda, but Cassiopeia's pride was not forgotten. Poseidon placed her in the sky, forced to circle the pole, spending half the year upside down on her throne. Her constellation's W shape is a reminder of her eternal indignity. Cassiopeia's story warns against arrogance and pride. Each night she circles the sky, a queen humbled by her own vanity. Look for her W, a symbol of caution shining above. Now that you know the stories, you'll want to find these constellations yourself. Ursa Major, or the Big Dipper, is one of the easiest to spot in the Northern Hemisphere. Its 7 bright stars form a ladle shape, visible year-round as it circles the northern sky. Use the 2 stars at the end of the bowl, the pointers, to find Polaris, the North Star. Polaris marks the end of the Little Dipper's handle, part of Ursa Minor. Follow the Big Dipper's handle to Arcturus in Bootes, then speed on to Spica in Virgo. Learning one shape unlocks the entire northern sky. The Big Dipper is your celestial signpost, guiding you to new discoveries. Step outside, look north, and begin your journey of cosmic exploration. Once you've found the Great Bear, try spotting Orion and Cassiopeia. Orion rules the winter sky. Look south for his 3-star belt, with Betelgeuse at his shoulder and Rigel at his foot. Below the belt, Orion's sword contains the glowing Orion Nebula. Cassiopeia, with her W shape, is visible year-round in the north, opposite the Big Dipper across Polaris. When the Dipper is low, Cassiopeia is high, and vice versa, a celestial seesaw. Finding these constellations connects you to generations of stargazers. No telescope needed, just a clear night and a sense of wonder. The stories are written in the sky, waiting for you to read them. Each constellation is a chapter in humanity's cosmic storybook. Look up and you join a tradition as old as civilization. The universe is your stage. Enjoy the show. Today's stargazers have more tools than ever, but your eyes are still the best place to start. Escape city lights and let your eyes adjust. You'll see far more stars. Binoculars are a fantastic next step, revealing details like the Orion Nebula and the Pleiades cluster. Smartphone apps can turn your device into a real-time sky map, identifying stars and constellations instantly. Or try a classic planisphere, a simple star wheel that shows you what's visible tonight. Whether you go high-tech or low-tech, these tools make the sky accessible to everyone. The universe is at your fingertips. Just look up and explore. Stargazing has never been easier or more rewarding. In our busy screen-filled lives, it's easy to forget the universe above. Stargazing offers a rare moment of perspective and wonder. The constellations connect us to our ancestors and to each other, reminding us of our shared human story. These myths fuel curiosity and inspire us to ask big questions about our place in the cosmos. Every astronomer began by simply looking up and wondering. The night sky is the ultimate classroom, its lessons endless. Next clear night, step outside, leave your phone behind and look up. Find Cassiopeia's W or Orion's belt, and remember the stories woven into the stars. The sky is a gift, a storybook, a map, and a source of inspiration. It's always there, waiting for us to rediscover its magic.